So I tried to make this video earlier when I wasn't so tired looking, but my little sister wanted me to lay with her while she was falling asleep, and then I eventually fell asleep too. But I woke out of my dream, so I just had to make a video since my internet isn't working that great again. I was able to upload 3 other videos that I made earlier today, and then now I am going to make this one. But I was able to turn the larger lights on earlier so you could see what I'm making better. But I'm going to list them on my Etsy so you'll see better pictures later. But I wanted to share how I create them. I like seeing how people make things before I buy them. I mean, I know that's not possible for most stuff, but when I can, it makes me feel the energy off of it better, maybe, in a sense, if you want to explain that. So I'm going to show how I make these little, if you want to call them amulet type things. This is one I made for myself after I was in a really crappy relationship and I wanted to bring some good love into my life. And I used I can make it myself, but I really wanted to try a product from Lodestone and Ladies Mantle. It's another Etsy store that makes amazing products. I'm going to put a link to their Etsy store at the bottom of this page. And I used their Come To Me Lover or their incense blend, but I put it in an oil, and you can see I used some of it. This one was for my own personal use, and it's cloudy. It looks kind of weird, but it works really good. Trust me. It brought some fun into my life. Not like that kind of fun, but brought some more happiness and everything that I was looking for when I put my intent into it. I'm going to show you how I make them. First, I take the piece of wood, and this is oak, but I didn't want to dig out the black cherry because I used 3 of the nicer pieces for the amulets I just made. They're done right here. I just need to put a string on them, and then I will take pictures of them and list them. So I start with the raw wood, and I take the oil, but I made a special one for things I'm selling because this one has my intent into it, and it has my own little juju that I pushed into it. And then I rub it into the wood and let it soak in, and I keep rubbing more and more in there till it's saturated, so the energy is filled with it, like it soaks it up like a sponge. And then with mine, I put the sealing wax on. I use red for love, and or for a lover. It depends on really what you want out of it. And then I sprinkled some of the herbs, and I think there's resins in here as well, on top of the sealing wax. But I didn't want that with the ones I'm making for the people because sometimes they'll fall out and it looks really weird. And also with this one I used a spiral sealing wax stamp. And these I used 2 entwining hearts. And then I can also make custom ones. I have river birch, but the only problem with that is that, have you ever seen birch? It has like a flaky bark. So I take it off, it's not that fantastic looking. So if you wanted that without the oil rubbing everywhere and just underneath where the sealing wax was, then I can do that for different purposes. I can make these things. What I use, I get sealing wax after I let the oil sit in the wood for like overnight, so to make sure that it's fully dry, so that when I pour the sealing wax on, it doesn't just like pop off because it's wet. And I usually get these sealing waxes at Michael's, and they're in the wedding section, oddly enough. But I know there's another Etsy site here that just started selling sealing wax with the wicks. I'm going to see if I can find them and list them. Because a lot of the time when you try and find sealing wax, it's really expensive, and then you have to buy the special, like, there's a special glue gun for them. But I don't see the point in that because you have to buy one for every different color, because I'm not going to push through a whole thing in one day. I'm not sealing a bunch of letters for my wedding or for some other event. So I light it, and I'll drip it over the wood until I figure there's enough, and I've been using it for a while, so I kind of know how much should be dripped on there before I take my sealing wax stamp. And Michael's has a lot of these too. They're pretty expensive when you find them online though. I don't know what is it about them that they're so hard to create. My spiral one was 15 bucks, and I got it from Canada, so it turned out to be like 20 something dollars after shipping and handling and all that. But it was worth it. I used that a lot as decorative on my products and in other things. I love the spiral and what it symbolizes. So then, once I drip it on here, the wax, I take I'm going to put it on this way. I'll take my sealing wax stamp and I squish it into the sealing wax, and I let it sit there until it dries, and I pop it off. And that's basically how you, I'm going to pause my video because my mom's coming in here to use the restroom. Okay, sorry about that. My room's really big. It was it was a room and they did an add-on, and then they have a huge bathroom in here with a huge storage area, and this is the girls' bathroom, basically in my bedroom. So I get a lot of traffic through here since it's mostly women in this house, or it was before my sister moved to Iowa to go to the University of Iowa. Ooh, Hawkeyes! So my mom's heading off the bed, so she came in here real quick. Forget where I was, but so that's basically how you make the little amulets and how I make them. But it's more than just that. I put more of my intent, and I make them in my little space. I have that little sort of altar thing in the back that you see, and someday I'll take a picture and I'll share it with you guys. And it's an antique, and it's a marble top, so it's really nice to clean, and I burn my candle straight on there so that it looks really cool to see the wax like drip through and solidify it, because on the countertop's really cool because it's marble. And it has like really good energy. It's really cool. And so I kind of like build up a little energy over there before I start working. And then I can make sure that it's full of goodness for you. So yeah, I'm going to start selling those on my Etsy site. And I'm probably going to retake pictures of the brooches or the cloak fascinators that I sell on there as well. I have them on clearance because I never sold. But I think it's because, as my friend told me, it's because I need pictures, better pictures to show how to use them instead of just a picture of the brooch itself. You need to like have it pinning a cloak or on your dress or something right here. And they're supposed to be, I like really simple, natural looking things, so I didn't want to try to make them fancy or something. And I can always customize those too. I have quite a few of them, and these I said I can customize as well. But sometimes people I don't always have the time or anything, so be aware that it might take a while because with school and everything. And I want to make sure the energy is right. I don't like doing things just to push them out and give them to you as a product because you paid for it. I want to make sure that when I make them right. Okay, I don't like just doing it just to make money off it. I want whatever I'm making to help you, because I'm gonna put the time into making something. Might as well put the energy and make it right. I'm not just gonna waste my time. So yeah, and then I have some pictures of me wearing this on my Facebook page. You're free to add me on my regular Facebook, and you can see what they look like. I'm probably gonna use brown string on these just because what I have right now, but I can probably obtain black as well. I like the brown with this because then it keeps it more of like the natural look as well. And that's it for making my little sealing wax amulets, and I hope you enjoyed the video.